We now know who will take the center seat on the state's highest court. Justice Karen Baker is the state's next Chief Justice, making history.
She defeats her colleague on the court, Justice Rhonda Wood. THV 11's Michaela Johnson has followed this race closely. She shows us what's next and how law experts say this outcome is a little surprising.
I would expect that Arkansans, being largely Republican, would want to vote for someone with a conservative judicial philosophy. Turns out they did not.
Justice Karen Baker securing the Chief Justice seat, replacing Dan Kemp when he resigns. Her name now ingrained in state history as the first woman ever elected to the position. Law professor Robert Steinbuch surprised by the sway of voters.
Justice Karen Baker is a bit of an enigma. She doesn't really seem to campaign, and she seems to win over and over again.
Justice Baker positioned herself as the frontrunner with more than 50% of the vote. While not the same odds, it resembles the primary, where Baker had a slight lead over Justice Rhonda Wood, then two. Wood will keep her current associate justice seat on the court, and in a personal statement on Facebook, she thanked her supporters, saying in part, "Please know I am at peace. That is because this was never about me, but about the court as a whole. I look forward to continuing to serve as your justice the next 6 years. Much love to you all." And with all said and done, at the end of this runoff, what does this new role mean for Justice Baker?
It's largely an administrative position. It's more about how the court system operates, how you file cases, and other innovations like that.
Justice Baker's win opens her seat on the court, and GOP Governor Sarah Sanders must appoint a new judge.
Obviously, the governor will appoint a conservative because the governor is a conservative. So that's going to leave five justices who are conservative and two justices who are liberal.
For the most part, Steinbuch says Arkansans won't see much of a difference when it comes to the outcome of cases, but they may be more predictable with a court majority of conservative judicial philosophies.
Conservatives tend to hew more directly towards the language of a statute, and liberals tend to have a broader view as to the project they're undertaking in interpreting laws.
Michaela Johnson, THV 11 News.
Michaela, thank you. One more note, last night's race was a runoff. You'll remember back in March, Super Tuesday, voters also elected to allow Justice Courtney Hudson to switch positions on the court, and that creates a second vacancy that Governor Sanders will get to fill before January.